carried your ruin in an unopened envelope. It waited underneath a hotel lamp, your signature pressed beneath the stamp. One call could turn your walls to dust, one page could bury every trust. At 2:13 I touched the seal and asked what damage it would heal. I had the truth beneath my hand, but truth can serve a lesser man. The envelope stayed sealed, not to save you from the fall. I had crossed beyond the place that needed vengeance after all. You had lost your reach, your voice no longer felt real. I carried your ruin through the night, but the envelope stayed sealed. The city moved beneath the glass, blue lights cutting through the black. I pictured every door closing on you, then saw what that would make me do. The envelope stayed sealed, not to save you from the fall. I had crossed beyond the place that needed vengeance after all. You had lost your reach, your voice no longer felt real. I carried your ruin through the night, but the envelope stayed sealed. Destroying you would keep us in the same room. I wanted distance more than I wanted doom. Once I would have called revenge relief, mistaken punishment for peace. Now I know the cleanest end is living where you can't enter again. The envelope stayed sealed, and your power disappeared. I didn't pardon what you did, I simply stopped remaining near. You had lost your reach, and I had nothing left to steal. By morning you were part of nowhere, and the envelope stayed sealed. I fed the pages through the hotel shredder, turned off the brass desk lamp, and collected my coat. Why did you wait by the doorway after saying goodbye? fingers rested on the frame. Your eyes kept searching for a flame. You had rehearsed the words all week, but not the calm you found in me. You wanted something you could blame, a raised voice carrying my name. If I became the man you claimed, you could leave without the shame. You waited for a scene, for the glass to hit the floor, for my voice to follow you like it had somewhere left to go. You waited for a scene, but the hallway stayed serene. The hardest thing you faced that night was what you couldn't pull from me. Your suitcase leaned against your knee. The elevator waited silently. You turned once more before it closed, still hoping anger would be exposed. You waited for a scene, for the glass to hit the floor, for my voice to follow you like it had somewhere left to go. You waited for a scene, but the hallway stayed serene. The hardest thing you faced that night was what you couldn't pull from me. You mistook restraint for emptiness. I mistook restraint for being healed. To think composure proved that nothing underneath me moved. Now I know a steady face can still conceal a wounded place. You waited for a scene, but I wouldn't play the part. I never gave you one more weapon, though you still wounded my heart. You waited for a seat while the elevator carried you away. I didn't win because I felt nothing. I won because I chose what stayed. The elevator reached the ground. I locked the door and rested my hand against it. brass nameplate vanished before the meeting began. The hallway smelled of paper and rain. 6 years reduced to an empty frame. Inside the room they lower their eyes. Men look at tables when rehearsing lies. The evidence rested on my drive, enough to leave no career alive. I could have turned that room into war, but I had stopped belonging there before. My name was off the door before they called me in. They thought removing polished brass would tell me who had won. My name was off the door, but it remained inside my word. They kept the room and lost the man whose warnings they had never heard. The oldest partner cleared his throat, then read a statement someone wrote. I watched him trade our history for one more year of company. My name was off the door before they called me in. They thought removing polished brass would tell me who had won. My name was off the door, but it remained inside my word. They kept the room and lost the man whose warnings they had never heard. I could expose every hand involved, but public ruin wouldn't make the years dissolve. Defending pride required leaving wreckage behind, but dignity is not a fight for rooms that turned against the light. My name was off the door, and that answered everything. I didn't beg for one more chair or threaten what the truth could bring. My name was off the door, so I placed my badge beside the frame. They kept their building and their story. I walked out carrying my name. I set the encrypted drive inside my case, closed the empty office, and returned the key to reception. What do you call the man you betrayed when you need him at midnight? Your number lit the dashboard blue. 3 years since I had heard from you. Your voice was smaller than before. A locked out man outside his door. You said the bank would close at 10, and only I could call them then. For one brief second I could feel how easy your defeat could heal. The favor came due, and the choice belonged to me. I could leave you underneath the weight you once left over me. The favor came due, but your failure wasn't mine to use. I made one call and closed the line. That was all I owed to you. You tried to speak about the past, as if one crisis made us last. I gave the number you required, not the forgiveness you desire. The favor came due, and the choice belonged to me. I could leave you underneath the weight you once left over me. The favor came due, but your failure wasn't mine to use. I made one call, then closed the line. That was all I owed to you. Revenge would have made your fear my reward. I refuse to let your worst become my Lord. Betrayal into clean. It means your pain cannot recruit the part of me that looks like you. The favor came due, and I answered as myself. I didn't leave you there to fall, or bring you closer than was safe. The favor came due, then your number left my view. I gave you help without returning. That was how I knew I was through. I deleted the call from the dashboard, started the engine, and continued toward the lake. hand shook once when I loosened the cuff. The bathroom light was hard and white, 4 in the morning after the flight. My face looked steady in the glass, like nothing difficult had passed. I had controlled each word and breath, walked through the room without a step that anyone could call unsure. But bodies keep a different score. The mirror caught my hand, doing what my face refused. A single tremor in the wrist that held together what I knew. The mirror caught my hand, then watched me straighten up again. I had escaped what pulled me under, but freedom hadn't come without pain. My collar carried someone else's scent, a final trace of where I'd been. I washed my hands beneath the stream, but water couldn't quiet everything. The mirror caught my hand, doing what my face refused. A single tremor in the wrist that held together what I knew. The mirror caught my hand, then watched me straighten up again. I had escaped what pulled me under, but freedom hadn't come without pain. Composure protected what remained. It also kept me alone with the damage. Strength by what no other person ever saw. Now I know a man can stand and still admit the weight inside his hands. The mirror caught my hand, but it didn't call me weak. It showed the cost of every truth I trained myself to never speak. The mirror caught my hand, and for once I didn't turn away. I held my own reflection there until the shaking lost its claim. I removed the watch, placed it beside the basin, and opened the window to the morning air. What did the streetlight see when the door closed behind me? My shadow crossed the wet concrete, one leather case beside my feet. windows burned 6 floors above, still holding every shape of us. I hadn't solved what made you change, or put each memory in its place, but understanding wasn't worth another night beneath your terms. The streetlight saw a man depart before he healed, not because the pain was gone, but because the path was finally clear. The streetlight saw the past release control of my stride. I carried what the years had cost, but nothing there could turn me back inside. A cab slowed down beside the curb. I raised my hand, then changed the word. I needed air, I needed ground. A mile without your voice around. The streetlight saw a man depart before he healed, not because the pain was gone, but because the path was finally clear. The streetlight saw the past release control of my stride. I carried what the years had cost, but nothing there could turn me back inside. Moving forward wasn't proof that I felt whole. It was proof the wound no longer chose the road. But healing doesn't always start after pain has left the heart. The streetlight saw a man who finally chose his name. I wasn't walking toward revenge or trying to escape the blame. The streetlight saw what no one in that room could know. I still carried every cost, but you had lost the right to choose where I would go. I folded the building pass in half, dropped it into the corner bin, and continued east beneath the fading lamps. after I turned out the light. The curtains moved above the floor. The air conditioner shook the door. Your side of the bed remained untouched, yet everything still felt like us. I had done the difficult part, changed the locks and moved my heart. But freedom in a rented room can sound a lot like being removed. The room kept breathing long after I went still. Every wall returned to memory. I thought I trained myself to kill. The room kept breathing while I counted every cost. I had escaped the hands that held me, but hadn't learned to hold the loss. A hallway cart rolled past at 3. Someone laughed 2 doors from me. Ordinary lives continued on, while mine adjusted to you being gone. The room kept breathing long after I went still. Every wall returned to memory. I thought I trained myself to kill. The room kept breathing while I counted every cost. I had escaped the hands that held me, but hadn't learned to hold the loss. Leaving ended what you could control. It didn't immediately fill the space inside my soul. Stop remembering. The peace is not an empty bed. It's learning not to fear it. The room kept breathing, but I finally matched its pace. I stopped treating every shadow like another trace of your face. The room kept breathing, and I survived what silence brought. I had stepped beyond your reach, though the distance still had cost. I opened the curtains, set the untouched pillow on the chair, and watch the city become morning. How did you know the one date I never learned to forget? message reached me after 12. One photograph, no words attached. The porch where my father used to sit, a place you knew could split my guard. You didn't ask me to return. You touched the oldest place that burned. You knew a memory could do what your apologies couldn't prove. You knew where to cut, where the armor didn't need. You found the one unfinished wound still beating underneath. You knew where to cut, but I finally knew your hand. Feeling pain did not require me to follow your command. My thumb remained above reply, while colder reasons crossed my mind. You weren't reaching for my heart, you were testing if you owned a part. You knew where to cut, where the armor didn't need. You found the one unfinished wound still beating underneath. You knew where to cut, but I finally knew your hand. Feeling pain did not require me to follow your command. The message hurt because the memory was real. That didn't make your intention honest. To answer every wound as if response could close it soon. Now I can feel the blade arrive without inviting you inside. You knew where to cut, but the wound belonged to me. I took the memory from your hands and kept it with its dignity. You knew where to cut, yet you couldn't make me bend. I felt everything you wanted and still chose not to let you in. I saved the photograph, deleted your message, and placed the phone face down beside the lamp. I passed your exit with both hands on the wheel. The dashboard marked 11-9. Your neighborhood appeared on the sign. My body knew the road by heart, every corner, every darkened yard. I wanted answers for 1 mile, then wanted only your old smile. The difference blurred beneath the rain. Both roads would lead me back to pain. I missed a turn on purpose, though every nerve knew where it led. I heard the old life calling from the rooms inside my head. I missed a turn on purpose, not because I felt no pull. I kept the car moving forward, because returning wasn't truth. The rear view held the fading sign, a smaller version of another life. I loosened my grip at the next red light and watched the skyline open wide. I missed the turn on purpose, though every nerve knew where it led. I heard the old life calling from the rooms inside my head. I missed the turn on purpose, not because I felt no pull. I kept the car moving forward, because returning wasn't truth. The strongest temptation wasn't revenge, it was believing one more night could change the ending. To measure moving on by whether every feeling had gone. Now I know direction matters more than whether memory knows the road. I missed the turn on purpose, and the city carried me away. Your street became another place I didn't have to enter again. I missed the turn on purpose, while desire fought the rule. I kept the car moving forward. That was how I knew I was through. The light changed green. I lowered the window and drove toward the lake without checking the mirror. Why did your apology ask me to make you feel clean? You chose a table near the back, placed both your hands around the glass. You said regret had changed your sleep, then waited for relief from me. Every sentence carried I, every tear required my reply. You didn't come to face the harm, you came to leave without its mark. Your apology needed me more than I ever needed it. You wanted absolution without naming what you did. Your apology needed me to make your conscience disappear. I heard the words you came to offer, but the truth was never there. You asked if I could understand, then reached across and touched my hand. The gesture once could pull me near, now I recognize the fear. Your apology needed me more than I ever needed it. You wanted absolution without naming what you did. Your apology needed me to make your conscience disappear. I heard the words you came to offer, but the truth was never there. Forgiveness demanded for comfort is another form of control. Peace doesn't require me to make your version innocent. Your apology needed me, but I no longer needed blame. I wouldn't carry your regret or clean the history from your name. Your apology needed me, so I left it at the table there. I walked away without revenge and without pretending it was fair. I placed enough cash beneath the cup, pulled my hand from yours, and left before the coffee arrived. A stranger knew the room you swore you'd never seen. You found me near the station clock, gray coat folded across his arm. He asked if I had known your name, then showed a photograph and date. I studied every corner there, the numbered door, your copper hair. The proof arrived complete and plain, but found no future left to change. The truth came from a stranger with a picture in his hand. He expected rage to find me, expected fire where I stood. The truth came from a stranger, but it couldn't alter what I'd done. I had buried our tomorrow before the evidence had come. He asked if I would help expose the other lives your story crossed. I understood the need he carried, but refused to make his war mine. The truth came from a stranger with a picture in his hand. He expected rage to find me, expected fire where I stood. The truth came from a stranger, but it couldn't alter what I'd done. I had buried our tomorrow before the evidence had come. Proof can confirm the wound, it cannot decide what the wounded man becomes. Justify the way I left. Now I trust the man who noticed long before the proof was placed. The truth came from a stranger, and I finally understood. Your deception had been deeper, but my distance had been good. The truth came from a stranger, then returned into his hand. I wished him strength and kept on walking. Revenge was never in my plan. I returned the photograph, adjusted the collar of my coat, and crossed the platform as the train arrived. What if my silence wasn't strength that night? You stood beside the kitchen chair, asked me once if I was still there. I answered with a steady face, then watched the warmth abandon the place. I thought withholding every fear would make me harder to disappear, but walls protect a man so well, they also keep him from being held. I called it control when I was afraid to be known. I called it discipline when I refused to need anyone. I called it control, but control became the cost. You made the choice that ended us. I helped create the distance first. That doesn't clean the lies you told, or make your damage mine to own. But truth requires a wider view. I lost parts of myself before I lost you. I called it control when I was afraid to be known. I called it discipline when I refused to need anyone. I called it control, but control became the cost. You made the choice that ended us. I helped create the distance first. Accountability is not an invitation back. It is how I avoid rebuilding the same walls somewhere else. Lives inside. It means I face what I became without returning to your name. I called it control, now I call it what it was. A careful way to hide the fear that I might not survive real love. I called it control, but I won't carry that disguise. I can own the walls I built without returning to the life behind. I opened the night ledger, wrote one honest sentence beneath the date, then left the page uncovered. I stopped mid-sentence in an empty kitchen. The refrigerator hummed behind me. Your coffee mug remained below. I had been answering the accusations you made almost a year ago. Every night I won the trial, found the words I'd missed back then. But victories rehearsed in private only made me lose again. The last argument ended alone when I heard who I had become. You weren't standing in the doorway, yet I kept defending what was done. The last argument ended alone, with no verdict and no throne. I stopped speaking to your memory, and the kitchen became my own. I knew exactly what I'd tell you if we met beneath that light. How each lie had changed the weather, how I knew before that night. The last argument ended alone when I heard who I had become. You weren't standing in the doorway, yet I kept defending what was done. The last argument ended alone, with no verdict and no throne. I stopped speaking to your memory, and the kitchen became my own. You had already left the room. I was the one who kept returning. Can happen without contact, inside conversations never heard. It keeps the wound inside the present by demanding one more perfect word. The last argument ended alone, and the silence finally changed. It wasn't waiting for an answer, it had nothing left to explain. The last argument ended alone when I released the closing word. I stopped speaking to your memory and listened to the morning birds. I washed the coffee mug, placed it inside the cabinet, and switched off the kitchen light. What was the lock protecting after you were gone? The chain remained across the door, though you had lost the key before. Every visitor became a threat. Every kindness carried hidden debt. I call the distance discipline, built cleaner walls beneath my skin, then saw the truth one Sunday night. I had kept everyone outside. I took the lock off, not to bring you back inside. I took the lock off because fear had stayed disguised. You were no longer at the door, yet I was guarding every scar. I took the lock off so tomorrow could enter where we are. A friend had called 3 times that week. I watched the screen and couldn't speak. Not because I wanted solitude, I had forgotten how to be received. I took the lock off, not to bring you back inside. I took the lock off because fear had stayed disguised. You were no longer at the door, yet I was guarding every scar. I took the lock off so tomorrow could enter where we are. A boundary keeps danger out, a fortress keeps life out with it. I can remember what you did without expecting it from everyone. I can protect the life I built without refusing what may come. I took the lock off, but the boundaries still remain. I learned that being open doesn't mean becoming easy prey. You were no longer at the door, and I was more than what we were. I took the lock off, then answered when my old friend called. I slid the chain from its track, opened the apartment window, and returned the missed call. Turn the empty chair toward the window. For months it faced me from across the table where your shadow sat. The bartender would leave it waiting, as if one night you'd wander back. I had treated absence like a guest, given it a glass and place to rest. But memory should never own the best seed in a life that's grown. The chair faced forward toward the city waking blue. It no longer held the outline of the man I was with you. The chair faced forward, and the table changed its name. Table 9 was not a graveyard, it belonged to me again. The bartender raised one careful brow, then moved the candle farther down. The stranger asked if she could sit. For once I didn't guard the emptiness. The chair faced forward toward the city waking blue. It no longer held the outline of the man I was with you. The chair faced forward, and the table changed its name. Table 9 was not a graveyard, it belonged to me again. I didn't have to erase your place, I only had to stop preserving it. Forgetting is not how men heal. Memory can stay without the wheel. The past may travel in the car, but it doesn't choose where exits are. The chair faced forward, and another story crossed the room. I didn't ask it for forever, I simply gave the present room. The chair faced forward while the rain released the glass. Table 9 became a beginning without denying what had passed. I ordered a second coffee, moved the night ledger to my side, and left the chair facing the window. I turned the empty chair toward the window. Why did your name sound smaller in another man's mouth? He mentioned you beside the stairs, a casual sentence in the air. I waited for the old collapse, the tightening jaw, the backward glance. But nothing shifted in my chest. No hidden trial, no private test. Your name remained a simple sound, then disappeared into the crowd. Your name lost its weight. It fell without a mark. It didn't drag me through the years or pull me toward the dark. Your name lost its weight, not the meaning of the past. I remembered everything. It simply couldn't hold me back. He asked if we had spoken since. I said we hadn't, left it there. For once the shortest, honest answer didn't feel like something spared. Your name lost its weight. It fell without a mark. It didn't drag me through the years or pull me toward the dark. Your name lost its weight, not the meaning of the past. I remembered everything. It simply couldn't hold me back. Indifference wasn't numbness, it was memory without command. Trace had disappeared. Instead, freedom came the day I could remember without fear. Your name lost its weight and mine returned to me. There was no victory in the room, just unexpected ease. Your name lost its weight while the conversation passed. I remembered who you were without becoming who I was. I shook the man's hand, checked the time on my watch, and continued down the stairs. Peace arrived wearing yesterday's coat. No trumpets sounded in the street. No one gathered at my feet. I bought some coffee, read the news, and noticed I had slept straight through. I once imagined victory would look like you regretting me, but peace appeared without your face. An ordinary Saturday. Peace wore no crown, carried no sword, and made no sound. It didn't need your life to fail for mine to find more solid ground. Peace wore no crown, there was no witness to be found. I simply woke without the weight that used to follow me around. I saw your picture by mistake, a mutual friend, a birthday cake. You looked unchanged, perhaps content. I felt no need to know what it meant. Peace wore no crown, carried no sword, and made no sound. It didn't need your life to fail for mine to find more solid ground. Peace wore no crown, there was no witness to be found. I simply woke without the weight that used to follow me around. If my freedom requires your suffering, then you are still controlling it. The scales made right, your sleepless morning for each of mine. Now balance means I keep my days and leave your consequences in their place. Wore no crown, but it fit better than revenge. It asked no audience to watch and kept no enemy as a friend. Peace wore no crown, just morning sunlight coming down. I finally had nothing to prove to anyone who wasn't around. Closed the photograph, finished the coffee, and walked to the market in yesterday's coat. The skyline opened, across the river. First light moved across the hood. The engine settled smooth and low. Behind me stood the life I'd carried. Ahead a road I didn't know. The night ledger rested closed. No final entry left to write. Some stories in when all their weight no longer travels through the night. Eastbound at first light, one hand steady on the wheel. I wasn't running from the past or hiding from what I could feel. Eastbound at first light, with no enemy to defeat. I had somewhere else to be. The radio found a distant blues, a worn-out voice, a cleaner truth. The rear view held the fading towers, then morning took them out of view. Eastbound at first light, one hand steady on the wheel. I wasn't running from the past or hiding from what I could feel. Eastbound at first light, with no enemy to defeat. I had somewhere else to be. The cost remained part of my history. It no longer collected interest from my future. Between strength and pain, I could be open without being owned. Stand beside someone without losing home. Eastbound at first light, the road turning amber underneath. I carried every truth I earned and left behind the need to even the score. Eastbound at first light, finally moving as myself. They lost their hope when I understood my life was waiting somewhere else. I lowered the window, placed the closed ledger on the passenger seat, and drove beyond the last city light.